How's it going, everybody? Texas Man here. I hope you guys are all having a fabulous day. Give this video a thumbs up if you guys really enjoy it. Subscribe if you guys have not already. Also, do me the biggest favor of all, hit that bell notification button so you guys don't miss out on future videos or streams here on my channel. And make sure you guys head over to Twitch and follow me there at Douglas447 with a capital D. Again, that's Douglas447 with a capital D. And the picture is going to be of Detective Pikachu. And in this video, I didn't plan on doing this, but I was inspired to do this because I've had a lot of people in my live streams ask me this type of question quite a few times in the past streams that I've done at the time we were recording this video. And I wasn't planning on doing it, and I'm just like, you know what? I've got a list of like best movies that you guys should probably check out and watch during Halloween, Christmas, what I think are the best 50 films ever. I've got a video about what I think are the worst films of 2019 and the best films of 2019. And of course, I'll be doing the same thing for 2020. It's going to be a shorter video because not a lot of movies because of COVID. But I wanted to talk about what I think are the best films to be able to enjoy rewatching. These are films that I think are worth watching and watching again and again and again and again constantly. And the reason I think that these 25 films are worth rewatching is because when you go to watch these films, there's always something in them of value. There's always a message of there's a message of positive energy, the movie is good pacing, there's loads of jokes, or it can be really dark and gritty, or it's just when you watch the movie, it brings back amazing memories of like when I remember seeing this movie when it first came out. It brings back those types of memories. Now, this is my list of my own 25 films that I think are the best to watch and rewatch constantly. You guys may agree or disagree with me on this list. And if you guys do, that's perfectly acceptable. And I would like to know if you guys do agree or disagree with me in the comment section below. Is there a movie that you really enjoy watching a lot, constantly, because you find something enjoyable about it? Whether it be a really sad movie, or an action flick, or, you know, just your normal superhero thing. What is a movie that you think is worth rewatching constantly? And if your movie made this list, let me know. And if it didn't, tell me in the comment section, you know, why you enjoy watching that certain movie constantly. So, I mean, there's tons of movies that I really wanted to put on this list, but I ended up finding a way to magically narrow it down to 25. And let me tell you, this wasn't an easy chore. There are a lot of movies that I like watching constantly, from time to time, but these are movies that I'm like, you know, let's watch a movie. And these are movies that I can just say off the bat, this is a good movie to rewatch. Might be that because I had it 100 times memorized and I might know what's coming, but I enjoy watching these movies constantly. So with that, and these are in no particular order, by the way, these are just 25. So at number 1, Star Wars Episode 5, Empire Strikes Back. Luke, I am your father. I will never forget that scene when I watched Empire Strikes Back for the first time on VHS. Yes, I'm dating myself. When VCRs and VHS tapes still existed. Oh, good times. Had to rewind it and whatnot. But the first time I watched Star Wars Episode 5, Empire Strikes Back, when they get to that scene on Bespin, I was like, that to me was like, that was pure Hollywood magic. That was, and still is considered by a lot of people, not just myself, but that was the best Star Wars moment ever. One of the very best film moments ever is that moment. Number 2, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. Just because it, you know, a lot of people get excited for Avengers and whatnot. I think, honestly, Harry Potter and Deathly Hallows Part 2 kind of get left behind because of that. And I think Deathly Hallows Part 2 is an Avengers type of film, and it's the epic conclusion to the Harry Potter universe of films. Number 3, The Shining, one of the best and underrated horror films ever, and they've constantly been trying to copy and replicate it. And I mean, it's got a sequel, Doctor Sleep, and it doesn't even do it justice. The Shining is just pure magic. Number 4, Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Perfect movie. Even though there are some weird things, I love General Grievous, and I love how Revenge of the Sith ties in and shows you Anakin Skywalker become Vader, and ties in and leads into A New Hope pretty much perfectly, in my opinion. Number 5, Avengers Endgame. You had to know this. I love rewatching this movie. I could say the same thing about Infinity War, but Endgame, I love it. Just the ultimate climactic conclusion to the Infinity Saga. Number 6, Jurassic Park, the first one. And all the other Jurassic films don't even come close to the magic of the first film. I even had a chance last year to see a special rerun version because they were showing it for 3 nights at my local theater, and I made sure I got tickets. And I just there's just something about watching Jurassic Park on the big screen with those big speakers and eating popcorn with your fellow friends that never gets old. Even if it's at home, it's just Jurassic Park is just amazing. Number 7, Mel Gibson starring in Braveheart. Number 8, a more recent film, 1917. I've watched this movie 10 times already. Even though the film hasn't been out for that long, I still love watching it. Just the one-take film and the cinematography and how everything weaves together and the emotional connection of what's happening. It's a very amazing, well-done World War I movie, and I'm happy that it was made. Number 9, Avatar. Of course, James Cameron is just a mastermind, and I'm so excited for the sequels. Number 10, The Dark Knight. I mean, come on. The Joker. And Two-Face. Those two villains being in the same movie, fighting Batman, was just awesome. And the actors, everybody in the film, not just the actor that played Joker, but everybody in the film brought their A game, and I loved watching this movie again. Number 11, Jaws. It can be a little slow at the beginning, but it's because of it being a quote-unquote drama. But it allows you time to get invested with the characters before Mr. Sharky decides to come around and go and eat them. Number 12, of course, my favorite movie of all time, 10 out of 10 always, is The Sound of Music. I don't think I need to explain that any further. The Sound of Music is just pure gold. Love the movie from start to finish. Number 13, How to Train Your Dragon. Sadly, that trilogy is over with, and it's going to be missed at the fact that we're not getting any more adventures. Just the first one is pure awesome. It's got a cool little love story, but the brother connection and the friendship connection is just, it always hits you in the gut. Number 14, The Original Mummy, not the garbage reboot with Tom Cruise. The Original Mummy is awesome. I remember the first time watching the Original Mummy movie for the first time, and I think it was about 12. That movie gave me nightmares because I was like, oh my gosh, mummies are scary. Number 15, Olympus Has Fallen. Now I know we've gotten so many of these types of movies with White House Down and London Has Fallen and Angel Has Fallen. Those are good, but Olympus Has Fallen, just the action and the scope and the grip of, North Koreans taking over the White House, and the political drama and the action of taking out these dudes, hand-to-hand combat and unraveling the plot and everything. Truly, really, really well done film, and I love plugging that in. Number 16, Tron. I preferred the one from 2010 that Disney recently did a decade ago. I'm kind of sad we haven't gotten another one. But Tron 2010, I love watching that movie constantly. I love watching it constantly with my dad. It's just got that son and father dynamic that really pulls me in personally, that I enjoy. Number 17, Zathura. It is, of course, the space adventure version of Jumanji. I love Jumanji, but personally, I'm a big science fiction fan, and Zathura just really scratches my itch. And, of course, the brother connection in that film, reminded me of what could happen possibly with my own brother. Number 18, Wreck-It Ralph. I just love video games. You guys know this. I love video games. And so Wreck-It Ralph has to make it on this list. And of course, I love the sequel. But the first one, I think, is a little more well done, in fact, of story. The sequel kind of just had an abundance of cameos. Number 19, Pixar's amazing film, WALL-E. Eva! Okay, comment section's going to explode on that one. But you know what? WALL-E is awesome. Number 20, The Polar Express, my favorite Christmas movie ever. Number 21, another Mel Gibson film, We Were Soldiers, one of the best, if not the best, Vietnam War film ever made. Number 22, the mystery science fiction film, Super 8. Super, no pun intended, underrated. This film is super underrated. If you haven't watched Super 8 because of when it came out, I don't blame you because it came out near the same time as Transformers Dark of the Moon. Super 8 is really good. Watch it. I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but check out Super 8. Amazing film. 23, Matrix. Okay, Matrix is a classic. I love watching that film. Reloaded and Revolutions kind of went bonkers and just overfilled your head with too much computer technology for me to have to explain. But the Matrix kept it simple, a little complex, really well done villain, and a plot line that you can actually follow from point A to point B. Number 2, and then of course Zero Dark 30 and Big Hero 6. Check out those films, guys.